What's up, everybody? 2KMC here with your top plays of the week. You know what time it is. Let's check them out.
Don't rush it, man! What are you doing? Was that supposed to be a pass? You got it!
Tipping things off with TDFAJ. Starts with a board, long outlet pass, and quick dish. Then their teammate shocks the world with a monster slam. Shopping the and one fall special at the Rec. Next, we go to Dat Boy Truth 56 in Pro-Am play. Teammate misses the open jump shot, but they clean it up with the spinning between the legs dunk. How often do you even see that? Dat Boy really is the truth.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Next up, back inside the Rec with Noah Bartone. Leaves the first defender in the dust, blows by the second, and weaves their way past the rest for the acrobatic layup
Baby
finish.
Kyrie.
They cannot be stopped. I don't even think they can be
Tony
contained.
Parker.
Last but not least, we turn to N0 Thumb.
Clutch.
Game is tied with 3.4 seconds to go. Huge block saves
Get
the
that
game,
shit out of
and
here.
what's this? A full court prayer is answered at the buzzer. That's a winner, folks.
Man, that
But
nigga
is this
really
play
good.
your winner? It's time for you to decide. Vote now for your top play of the week.
2K Sports. Welcome to the following presentation of the NBA. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing let. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, you may recall that...
It's a terrific story. David, thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. And, of course, there's the Spurs.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. LeBron James is out there with Howard. And it's KD in at the three, the small forward. And for the Spurs, they've got Tony Parker. Duncan is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Havlicek, and it's Robinson in at the center position. Parker with it. Poked away,
Good shit,
stolen by
Clay.
Thompson. Here's James, and James throws it down.
You cannot...
Clay. Oh. Clay with the rescue. Good pass, my boy.
Give James these types of opportunities. That guy is relentless.
Parker with it. Picked up by Thompson. Parker against Thompson. Parker's shot is off. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Phoenix.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
That shit out of here. Shit out of here.
By Howard. Thompson inside the line. A rebound by the Spurs. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
And I think that's where it starts, guys. Neither team a playoff factor, but you work your way up the ladder team by team. And this is really one matchup they feel very confident with.
Curry looking it over. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Knocks it loose. Parker against Curry. Now Parker, an 11-point game for him in the win against Houston. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Durant just inside the line. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Leonard attacking. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Down low, Howard.
Oh, come on.
It's rebounded by David Robinson. Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Parker passes to Robinson.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Yeah, I like the interior game of Robinson. Really does a nice job with getting deep position and then going to work.
There's the pass to Howard. Back to Curry. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. San Antonio trailing here. And Leonard has it in the corner. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And so James will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry with it. Leonard picks him up. Howard can't hit. Spurs have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start. Here's Parker. That doesn't go. On the chance to tie. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. On the wing, James. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Parker passes to Havlicek. Six to shoot. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And that one drops for him.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Pass to Howard. Parker against Curry. James looking it over. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Here's KD.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just got up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing.
The Warriors leading. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Leonard. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Warriors shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Here's Curry. Kicks it out to James. Parker with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Robinson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Iguodala in for Curry. And that one falls.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Iguodala kicks to LeBron. To stop the run. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. James has got 6.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of to start.
Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Parker against Iguodala. Outside Robinson. To the paint. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Iguodala dishes to James. Tipped away. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Leonard, and the rejection by James.
LeBron, one of those players who gets fired up by defense as much as offense, and that block is going to put a major bounce in his step.
And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. No good on the quick 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
That one goes. It's counted. He's got 5.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision, has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
Spurs passing it around. And it's sent back by KD. Havlicek the pass to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
KD passes to Green. Ginobili against James. And finished off by LeBron.
I'll tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
And one. Fuck wrong.
San Antonio leading. Parker with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Leonard against Iguodala. Leonard, no luck.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Havlicek against Thompson. Durant with a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. In transition, here come the Spurs. With the three. And a again, it's San Antonio with a three.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's James. It's hauled in by Ginobili. San Antonio leading by 5. The three. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. Now here's LeBron. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. And the dunk by James.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Here is Havlicek. A 23-point game for him in the win against Houston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Here's LeBron. Back to Thompson. Pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. James. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. LeBron's got 12 points in the game. Parker looking around. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just...
Ooh, Clay, we came at.
Shoots from 14. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense there from KD. Here's LeBron. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Passes it to Havlicek. Leonard against Thompson. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely. And Thompson sends it back. And Leonard gets it to go.
And already they staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And, you know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
They grab their own miss. James kicks to Thompson. Open jump shot off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Ginobili against James. Rejected by Ginobili. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Here's Duncan. Finished off the break. And now it's an 8-point. Spurs lead.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
I mean, he's just been today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
Havlicek, the pass to Parker. They get it back. Ginobili. Up in time.
Well, this is why Draymond usually makes the all-defensive team. Just a... major disruptor out there.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they played.
And the Warriors.
Curry ain't fucking took a shot. Come on, Curry.
some changes. Durant's checked in for Howard. James comes in for Eric Paschal. And it's Klay Thompson in for Drew Holiday. Takes the turnaround J. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Klay Thompson.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. LeBron James is out there with Durant, and it's Green in at the 5. Durant against Parker. Outside Leonard. Here's Robinson. San Antonio again missing. Warriors trail by 9. James with it. Robinson picks him up. Golden State moving the ball around. Outside Durant. Over Parker. San Antonio with the rebound. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Now the pass to Parker. Havlicek right side. Over James. San Antonio again missing. And so James will bring it up for the Warriors. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Spurs leading by 9. Puts up a 3. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 7 rebounds in the game. Durant against McCollum. KD with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Trying to get open is Robinson. Leonard with the bucket.
Oh, it's not easy trying to guard Leonard inside. I can tell you that, guys. I mean, he's so good at using his body to get shots up over the defense.
KD passes to LeBron. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, this hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Moran, and he's been on the attack since day 1 when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Outside for Robinson, and stolen by James. And the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on David Robinson.
And it was ignited by the steal by LeBron. I mean, he's got his head up right away, and the ball is out of his hands quickly.
Free throw, no good for LeBron.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Havlicek against LeBron. And he finishes nicely on the layup. James has got 20.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
Robinson down low. He's guarded by Howard. Robinson misses.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
LeBron passes to Howard. And here is LeBron. 1:46 left now here in the second. McCollum with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Havlicek left side.
Looney.
Looney sends it back.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
James kicks to Iguodala. Back to LeBron. 9 feet out. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Dwight Howard.
Boy, making the right decision in pick and rolls, the right basketball play, James is excellent at that.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saves a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, and among the to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Iguodala dishes to Thompson. Goes up on the wing, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Thompson's got 9.
Yeah, you know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Now the feed to Leonard. LeBron against Havlicek. Thompson passes to James. "20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. James throws it down hard.
Nothing. Out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
The Warriors shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Parker kicks to Havlicek. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Thompson, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
You know, out. And his defense doesn't get quite the hype that his offense does, but over his career, he's been a consistent, aggressive defender on a lot of possession.
Tie game in San Antonio. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man. Get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Big-time play throughout the first half for Tim Duncan. He had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got... better job boxing out.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Spurs, Duncan is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Havlicek in at the shooting guard position. And stolen by LeBron. Durant in the corner. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his third assist on the night.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook, beautiful to watch.
Havlicek with it. Picked up by Thompson. Duncan outside. To the inside. Leonard against KD. 4 on the clock. Here's Havlicek. But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Thompson outside. No good that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And it's Parker in the corner. Havlicek dishes to Parker. Back to Havlicek. 6 on the shot clock. From 20 feet out. Count it. Havlicek's got his third bucket of the night.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
Curry against Robinson, and the basket by Curry.
How about the precision there from the crafty one? Curry expertly fighting through the D on those type of shots.
Havlicek outside. Pass to Duncan. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Pass to Howard. Over Robinson. No good from Howard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 1-point game. Parker passes to Havlicek. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Howard. And no good. Some solid defense from Robinson. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, an array of jump shots there and post moves as well from Duncan, who's a very efficient scorer.
Warriors trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
James way outside. Stolen by Robinson. Outside Leonard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Leonard's got 11.
And there isn't a lot that they're doing well right now defensively. They just seem to be disconnected defensively in the second. Inside,
and the dunk by LeBron.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
San Antonio leading by 3. A floater. And it's Havlicek missing.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Here's Havlicek. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Havlicek's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, we've talked about this often. Hondo does a lot of things that help you win. There from deep range. That'll help spread the floor, too.
To the inside. Here's Howard. And it's in there. He has 6.
The concentration, the strength, the balance. Howard doing a nice job staying focused on the rim despite getting hit.
Havlicek against Thompson. And it's Havlicek missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just one on the bucket from Klay Thompson.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Great position. On the putback.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And it's LeBron missing, and James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Spurs leading by 3. Parker with a clean look. No good on the 3. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Warriors have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. It's Thompson off the drive, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And the Spurs with some changes. Elliott comes in for Havlicek, and McCollum subbed in for Parker. Then for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Howard. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Holiday in for Thompson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoy sharing and passing the ball. Others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Spurs have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Ginobili finds Duncan. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Holiday looking over the floor. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
That 3 ball of Curry, damn it. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
And there's the call on James. his third foul of the game. And here's McCollum. He's got 7. Leonard kicks to McCollum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. McCollum's got 10.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
On the wing, James. He's covered by Leonard. LeBron passes to Curry. The feed to Green. He dishes it to James. Rebounded by the Spurs. Leonard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Guarded by Curry. McCollum, no good. Warriors trail by 4. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, this hot streak.
Oh, what a finish!
Good.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And the whistle blow. It's going to be... And Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Warriors have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Golden State looking at who they got. Green is out there with Durant. Then it's Holiday. And it's LeBron James. And it's Thompson in at shooting guard. To take the lead. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. And San Antonio shooting 43% from the floor. Out to Parker. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Warriors with the rebound.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's LeBron at the top of the key. Thompson outside. KD. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Over Robinson. And it's Green missing.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Basket. Good. Robinson's got 12 points here in the second half.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Floats it up for James. An emphatic LU jam.
A team-first player. When Thompson, one of his guys, is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him.
Parker with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Shot from the top of the key. Parker's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The shot by Thompson, no good. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Elliott the bucket.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
Stolen. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Havlicek, and Havlicek throws it down.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Timeout called the Warriors. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Golden State also making some changes. Iguodala comes in for Klay Thompson. And Steph Curry subbed in for Drew Holiday. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Robinson finds Duncan. Parker with it. Guarded now by Durant. Shot clock at 3. From deep three-point range, Parker's shot is off.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
James lays it up off the glass. James has got 4 this quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Here's Havlicek, and the layup's good off the glass.
Just a relentless machine. Never seems to fatigue. Havlicek, once he gets loose inside, it's tough to keep him from hurting.
LeBron dishes to Iguodala. Curry outside, and the rebound goes to Duncan. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Fires, high post, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now a 7-point Spurs lead. Outside, Green. From outside, off the mark. Spurs have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. And that one is good. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed too. And they're really looking strong here.
Timeout called the Warriors. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Tim Duncan.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case. Here tonight, this guy has made everything.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game, but as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's Here's LeBron. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backcourt.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
From about 19 feet, and it falls over the rim and in.
He got the nerve
Havlicek's
to
got
call
the lead
a
up to 11
block.
for the Spurs.
It's a
And
fucking
breakdown here
foul.
the hustle stats for the Spurs.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do a amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Take a look at Leonard. And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration he's got. All the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
The drive by LeBron. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Duncan. Thompson outside. James left side. Feeds to
Why
Durant.
would you?
LeBron passes to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 8th assist here tonight.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Spurs working the ball around now. Good on the shot. Robinson's got 21.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's LeBron. It doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. San Antonio making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in.
Give me the fucking ball!
James outside. They get a hand on it. Leonard
made
with the
me
steal.
stop.
Now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And, you know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Parker against Curry. Parker's shot is off. Warriors trail by 11. Curry dishes to James. And
What?
they double up LeBron. It's stolen by Duncan. Ginobili kicks to Robinson. That's a 2 from Parker. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Parker's got 7 points for the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
And how about the decision-making of Curry? Not just a go-to scorer, also a skilled orchestrator who picks the defense apart with his passing.
Here's Parker. He feeds it to Duncan. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Duncan's got 11 in the second half.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
Leonard, the pass to Duncan. Back to Leonard. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Parker outside. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Parker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Spurs.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And so check it out, their record tonight. That'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Duncan.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The drive by James and the dunk by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you.
If you ever heard what I heard in the night, what a fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't want to ever come down from my soul. It's just you and I, but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out spite. Someone's got to pay, I ain't talking big amount.